How is everybody today?
Good.
Good. Can you believe there's only one Friday left? It's amazing. You've made it through almost a whole school year with tornadoes and coronavirus. You can do this. You can do anything. You guys are so talkative today. I can't believe it. I think we should just all sit like this for 55 minutes. Yeah, I think we should all do that. That would be amazing. What do you think?
No.
No? Would it be like the longest 55 minutes of your life?
Most likely.
Most likely, probably. I don't think I could do it. I would completely go crazy. Did last week having a break mess everybody up?
Yes.
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 Was it like,
Yeah.
done with school? Oh wait, no, we're not done with school. I think it messed me up too. Okay, so I've been getting homework coming in. I love it. If you are having issues with uploading to iGrade, you can just email me. And I don't need you to email me the has form. I need you to make sure that you email me the Word doc or the PDF of your Word doc, okay? I know we've had some issues with a couple of kids, like especially learning how to upload to iGrade can be a little tricky. And I heard iGrade was having some issues in the last couple of weeks. So email is always a really good thing. And then you can have your parents, or you can send me a text saying, hey, I sent you an email. I just wanted to make sure that you got it, that kind of thing. And going through emails. It's amazing how many emails I get now that we've gone online. So making sure I'm responding to everybody, because I know there's one, Isaiah, I need to respond to you and your mom. I got those today. Okay. So who has their study guide with them? Yeah. You know why this is so important? Why do you think it's important to have the study guide with you? Why do you need your study guide? Anybody? What are we gonna do today?
Go over it.
We are gonna go over it. Oh my gosh, you guys are so brilliant. I simply cannot handle your brilliance. I'm gonna like fall over because of your brilliance. Yeah, so you need your study guide so we can go over it, because what do you think we're gonna do next week?
Take the final.
Hey, and you're brilliant still. Like, I'm having to fan myself because you guys, it's just too much. It's too much. Okay. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, so let me find my PowerPoint for today.
Fire alarm, security system, etc.
Woo, somebody's got somebody in their background. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Can we see? There, yes. A thumbs up. We see the beautiful rainbow here. We're gonna get our study on today. Okay. So what you're going to be doing as part of your homework this week is not only just studying, but I want to make sure that you have completed the study guide. If you've done it ahead of time, that is amazing, but make notes. You can add to. It doesn't matter if you went ahead and you did it and you got an answer wrong. That's not what I'm looking for. Is that I'm looking at now by the end of this class that it's completed. So you will take a picture of your completed study guide, and just in case you don't get all the answers like written down, there's going to be this PowerPoint. All the slides are going to be attached to the HAS form, attached to the iGrade. So we're good. Everybody gets it. There's like zero excuse of why you should not be able to complete your study guide. Okay. So the first question on your study guide happens to be what? Anybody want to share? Anybody want to read? I know you're all dying to talk to each other. Nobody?
Oh, hi.
Hello, Kendall. Do you want to read the first question for us?
Is it on the front page?
The first question on the study guide.
Right here? Yeah, I think that's it.
Yes. I think that's it. Yeah, so what was number one? Just read the question.
I don't know how to say it, this big word. Apprehension.
That's okay. Does somebody else want to someone else want to read the first one for us?
Sorry. I'll try. Apprehension symbols and numbers are in blank.
Abbreviations.
Abbreviation symbols and numbers are blank in a keyword outline.
So what are they? What word do you think we're looking for there?
Free.
Free, yes. Amazing. So abbreviations, symbols, and numbers are all free. Yay. Okay, question number 2. Who's got it for me? Who wants to read it? Am I going to have to pick on names?
You're going to have to.
I think so.
Miss Aaron?
Yes.
The abbreviation symbols and numbers was number 3.
Was that number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. So it is free on number 3.
Oh, so number 1 is up here.
It's hard to see like when you're holding up the piece of paper.
Yeah, it says, is someone else going to read number 1?
Someone else can read number 1 then.
Because I just went.
That's okay. Who would like to read the first one then? Anybody? Nobody?
I'll read it.
Go for it. Thank you.
Organize thoughts and ideas to remember information is called.
What is it
Blank.
called? What's it called?
KWO?
It's called KWO. How many of you love your KWOs now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we have some banned words here. What are words that we can say in place of said?
Replied.
Replied. Ooh, good word. Replied.
Explained.
Explained. Nice.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Excellent. Any other good ones?
Questioned.
Cried.
Questioned. Ashley, were you saying one? Felt like I heard your voice.
I said questioned.
Oh, you said question. Okay. Shared would be another one. And then we have our banned word, go or went.
Traveled.
Traveled. Ooh, someone traveled somewhere.
Oh wait, what about traversed?
Traversed. Yes, technically that would work. Okay. What other one for go or went?
Drove.
Drove. Awesome. We have some action words here happening now.
Dashed.
Isaiah, was that you?
No.
No? Okay, who was that then? Cole?
Yeah.
You? I heard voice. I heard a voice. It was a guy's voice. Maybe we heard about journeyed. So we journeyed somewhere. Okay. So what about fun?
Exhilarating. I don't know.
Exhilarating. Okay. Like,
Enjoyable.
what was that? I heard somebody.
Enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Exciting.
Exciting. Adventurous. Any other good ones for fun?
Probably. Wait, I'm trying to think.
Amazing.
Amazing. Fantastic. That's one of my favorite words.
Just the fun song in SpongeBob.
A funny song. It's from SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's called the fun song, but
Oh,
whatever.
the fun song. I don't remember that. Okay, which now it brings us to the word like. What can we say in place of like?
Prepared for.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Cared for.
Cared for.
Enjoy. I don't know.
Well, you can, yeah, like it or enjoy it.
Love.
Love. Excellent.
Fancy.
Fancied. That's I fancied the word fantastic. And then we get an alliteration in there too. Any other ones you guys can think of?
Adore.
Adored. Such a good word. Okay. I like when we're filling in blanks. Okay, so now we have the word thought.
Bounced, but whatever.
Instead of thought.
Pondered.
Pictured.
Pondered.
Believed.
Picture. Believe. Excellent. Any other words we want to put in there?
Wondered.
Envisioned.
Isaiah, was that you?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Envisioned.
Envisioned. Awesome. Okay. Now we have a really overused word, big. What can we say in place of big?
Ginormous.
Ginormous.
Gigantic.
Giant. Ginormous.
Humongous.
Humongous.
Enormous.
Enormous. Why I'm just like I'm drawing a blank. There we go. Okay.
Large.
Large. And then another really overused word is little. What can we say? Little instead of little. What words can we use in place?
Tiny.
Tiny instead of the little ant. The tiny ant.
Small.
Small. Minute. Any other good words for little?
Minuscule.
Minuscule. Any other words that you might describe something that's little? Someone who's short might be petite. We're almost done with banned words. Now we have ate and eat.
Consumed.
Consumed. Okay, what else can we eat or ate?
Devoured.
Devoured. And what else?
Gobbled.
Inhaled.
Gobbled.
How about inhaled?
Inhaled, yes. I'm sure you've inhaled a few, pieces of candy in your time, or everybody has, or a piece of cake. Or you're like so hungry, you devoured something. Now, if you're not super hungry, but you're eating something, what would that be called?
Nibbling.
Nibbling, awesome. We can nibble at something.
We got to fill the whole board, though. There's like one little space over
There's
there.
one left. Oh my goodness.
How
Okay.
about like bounced? I don't know.
Walked.
Someone say walked.
Yeah.
Walk would work. We have walk. We could have bounce. We could have stroll. And if you look at all of these words, you're technically getting a whole bunch of strong verbs as well,
Yeah.
or quality adjectives.
Mhm.
Because we love that thing called the thesaurus. That might be a bonus question. Okay, so then we had number 3, which
What was
was
the dinosaur?
yeah, the favorite dinosaur. Number 3 was free. Okay, so how many paragraphs are in the story sequence? This is making you guys go way far back. Do you guys remember the story sequence?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 2?
Almost.
3.
It's 3. Yes. It's 3. Big whopping 3. And we're going to talk about what each one is in a minute. So 3. And that's not letting me move up, so we're just going to do one here. Yes.
Miss
In
Erin,
a minute. Yes.
I didn't write all the
The words down.
for number 2.
That's okay. I'm going to upload pictures of the screens that you're seeing to the homework, so you can go back and put in what you didn't get.
You said you would also put it on iGrade or something.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not good at remembering stuff. So can you maybe send that?
It'll be
down?
on the has form.
What?
It'll be on the has form that is on there for you guys to go back and look at.
Well, my mom gets on iGrade, so you need to let her know instead of me.
Yeah, no, it'll be on the has form because she reads that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay, so now we're gonna stick with this idea of quality adjectives, and I want you to give me 5 quality adjectives, 5, that describe outside.
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
Beautiful. Itchy.
Itchy. Okay, 2 more.
Ooh,
How do you
ooh,
describe outside? Kendall?
Refreshing.
um, sunny.
Sunny. And I heard another one somewhere.
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Ooh, I should have thought of that one.
That's a good one. It's very refreshing to be outside right now. Who loves it outside? It is so pretty out today. If we would have had class at school, we would have been doing class outside. Just saying.
Oh,
That's where you have to just be outside in the sunshine for a little bit.
yeah. I would definitely want to go outside.
Get some vitamin D.
Yeah, and it's really good for your health.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful outside. It's so refreshing. Love it.
Hey.
I'm in my classroom in my house.
Your house?
And I'm looking out the window, and it's gorgeous outside.
Yes, it is. Okay, so we need to think of 5 strong verbs to replace run.
Dashed.
Dashed.
Zoomed.
Zoomed.
Sprint.
Sprinted. Awesome. We're going to sprint somewhere.
Darted.
Okay, one more.
Jogged.
Jogged. Excellent. Woo! That was quick. You guys are good at that one. You guys are ready for that. How many of you have been out there dashing away or zooming at something?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I have.
I run a lot though, so.
My 3-year-old's been dashing everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we have learned that there's 3 paragraphs in the story sequence.
Hey,
So
what was the third word on the other one? Yeah, that one.
Sprint.
Jogged.
Oh, jogged. So remember, we have 3 paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, in our story sequence. The first paragraph always introduces the character and the setting.
Oh yeah.
I can't see that. That's tiny.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it bigger.
There we go.
The first paragraph always introduces the character and the setting.
Put it down.
And the third paragraph, because I wanted to be tricky, the third paragraph tells us what?
The resolution.
The resolution, and if there's a moral to the story.
Oh yeah.
Resolution and the moral. So what does a resolution mean?
How the story like falls together.
Okay,
The ending.
the ending. How the plot finishes. You guys like happy, joyous, good wins kind of resolutions?
Depends on what you're going for though.
It does depend on what you're going for. I teach an American literature class in another tutorial, and my students are like, Miss Karen, none of these stories have happy endings. They're all so sad. Everybody dies. I'm like, well, it's kind of like real life. Okay, so our next one. What is our topic clincher rule?
Must
To reflect
2 to 3 words.
Very
Okay.
good. So they reflect 2 to 3 keywords. Awesome. And what do we do with them when we're typing in our papers?
We bold them.
Face.
You're bolded them. Yes. Amazing. You guys have learned something. You've learned a lot. And I can tell through the whole year, like how much you guys have improved in your writing. It's fabulous. Okay, next one. In the story sequence, paragraph 2 shares. So we have the character and setting in the first, we have the resolution and the moral. So in the middle, we have the
Conflict and plot.
conflict and the plot. Okay. Sentence opener number 1 opens with what?
Subject.
The subject. Now, does the subject necessarily have to be the first word?
No.
No.
No. Can we have an adjective in front of it?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can have articles in front of them. You know,
It's
the
a banned word.
and. We can put articles in front of them. We can also have an adjective in front of them if needed. But what this means is that we don't have like a verb in front of it, or we don't have an ly word in front of it. We don't open with a phrase or a clause. It's the first word that we're gonna read. The first big word we're gonna read. Okay. Let's keep it going. A number 6 sentence has how many words?
5. 2 to 5.
2 to 5. Now, is it possible that a sentence could just have one word?
Yeah, if it's like an
No.
exclamation.
Like a command? Yes. Like if I say study, who's the subject?
You.
You, yes. How many of you are going to study this week? It'll
I'm
be
gonna
well
study
worth
hard.
it. It will be well worth it, I promise. Lots of fun to be had next week. Okay, and number 6, opener. Give me an example. Hint. What word opens in number 3?
ly.
An ly. So what would an example be?
Brilliantly, Einstein figured out answers to his problems.
Brilliantly. Excellent.
What about joyfully?
Joyfully. Yes, definitely. Number 3 is open with ly. Number 4 opens with what kind of word?
ing.
Ing. And who has to be doing the ing?
The subject.
The subject. So could I say jogging is fun? Is that an accurate ly opener?
No.
Or ig opener? No.
Ooh, I think I got one.
Okay.
I am joyfully running through the park.
Close. Where we need to, for number 4, we need to make sure the ing word is the first word.
Well,
So you could say running through the park.
I see a deer.
Okay. Because we're not going to say saw or see.
But
I
discovered
a deer.
a deer.
Because who is doing the running?
Me.
Yes. Excellent. I think for many people, those are the trickiest ones, the ing openers. So always make sure we go back and check. Just in case you have to come up with an example next week. But you can do it. I have so much faith in you. Jake is like, yes, I can do it. He's gonna like kicking a soccer goal, a goal. What position do you play in soccer, Jake?
Depends.
It depends. Do you prefer offense or defense?
Defense.
Defense.
And Miss Erin, I did not get the number 13, the whole sentence of brilliantly.
Oh, brilliantly, Einstein figured out the answer to his problems.
I mean, you could put it on
Oh,
grade.
it'll all be on there. It'll all be on there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so what's the difference between a number 2 and a number 5?
A number 5 has a verb and the number 2 doesn't.
Awesome. So number 2, no verb. Number 5 always has a verb.
Miss Erin, which one are we on?
I don't know what number it was. Can you guys help me?
we're on number
15. We're on number 15 right now.
15. I did not put the numbers on my slides.
Well, you're on number 18.
Did I skip?
Yes, you skipped. You need to be up here. What says?
No, this is 15.
No, we're on number 15.
It just says it's the number 18 on your slides. It's the 18th.
Yes,
number.
it's number 8. Yeah. Did I get them out of order by accident? Okay.
No,
Okay, we're good.
it's the 18th slide on your thing.
Yeah. Okay, so number 15. So we have number 2s never have a verb. So it's a preposition plus a noun, and you can have an adjective in there. So in the green park, in the luscious park. And number 5 always has a verb, and it always has a comma after. So we have what we call like an adverbial clause, comma, and then we have our main clause, our sentence. And with a number 2, we only need a comma when it's more than 5 words. So in the luscious green, in the extremely luscious green park, everyone played ball. So we would need a comma after that. We got it?
Mm-hmm.
Next one. LY words are what kind of speech, actually?
Adverb.
They are adverbs. If you can put the ly word before a noun, it becomes a what? It's actually what? It's not an adverb, it's an
Adjective.
adjective, yes, because it's describing the noun. And that makes it an imposter, ly. Okay, we can keep going. Okay, why do we change paragraphs? Someone give me just one reason. Why would we change paragraphs?
Switch to a new topic.
Yes, we switched to a new topic. Any other reasons why we might switch, why we might change paragraphs? I know you guys know this. Who knows it?
Time and topic
So we
and setting.
If we switch topics, if we switch speakers, so you have 2 to choose from for next week. One will stick in your brains. I know it. Okay. What words make up www.asia.b?
When, while, where, as, since, if, although, and because.
Amazing. Do you guys need me to type those in?
Probably not.
Which one is the easiest for you guys to use?
Because.
Because? Why is because the easiest for you to use?
It's like a who which.
It is. Although can be pretty easy to use as well because it's almost like a yet.
Yeah.
It's like, I really want to ace my IEW final, although I really don't want to study, right? Is that how we're feeling? Although I'm really ready for school to be over.
Good. Didn't think so.
I am so happy school is going to be over, although I'm really going to miss Erin's craziness.
That's what I'm gonna miss. Friends.
Okay.
Improve friends. Was it long?
We're almost to the end. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, in a who which, when do we use who and when do we use which?
In between the sentence.
When would we say who?
When we're
When
talking
you're
about
talking, yeah.
When we're talking about a person. Which means which is when we're talking about
Object.
an object. One day that'll become a huge pet peeve of yours when people use that incorrectly. They'll be like, no, it's supposed to be who. I'm just saying, one day. I have faith in that. So who is when we're talking about a person, when is when we talk about, or which is when we talk about an object. Okay, so someone give me an example of a who which clause. Who did what? Or which did what? Or which is more? Which is something. I know you got an example. I know someone in there, in your brain. I know it's working.
Oh, goodness, I've been popping my thing and it's.
So we could say Jake, who loves soccer, prefers playing defense. I did not pick on Isaiah this time. I'm just saying.
Finally.
I could. Should we do one with Isaiah? We could do a sentence about Isaiah. Okay. When we are to title something, when we're to title our paper, where does our title come from?
The last sentence.
It's in the clincher.
Okay, from our essay clincher, right? Last sentence. And we usually use how many words?
2 to 3 words.
Excellent. You guys are rocking right through this. So if your final was to be like in the form of a game, would you want there to be a prize?
Yes.
Sure.
As long as it's a good price.
As long as it's a good prize?
Yeah.
What defines a good prize?
$1 million.
$1 million would be an amazing prize. Don't know if I could hook you up with that one though. So what would another kind of good prize be?
A car.
A car.
$30.
$30, okay.
A trophy.
A trophy. I like a trophy. Okay, what about food?
Candy.
No one
Yeah.
likes food?
Candy.
Candy?
Toilet paper.
Okay.
Toilet
Toilet
Yes,
paper.
sir. Yes, sir. I love toilet paper right now.
Oh yes, toilet
So whoever wins or gets the most right next week and you can get a roll of toilet paper. And
Yup.
Somewhere in the day,
like
just kind of
amazing.
stick
Yup.
together toilet paper. For no
I
reason.
love that idea. That's fabulous. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. So when we capitalize our title, what do we capitalize? Any ideas?
The main words.
The main words. We do capitalize the like what might be considered the more important words. We would capitalize, we do not capitalize articles. I'll make that bigger in a second. Unless it's the first word of the title. And we do not capitalize prepositions, which is very weird for some people. Sometimes it looks really, really off. And then remember how we use multiple sources to write the whale paper?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we're like, we're going to read this, we're going to pick the more important things, we're going to read this one and pick the most important things. And then we looked at all the topics that we could come up with from all the sources that we had, and then we put them together. And that was called, we take a couple of keyword outlines and we make it into one. Do you guys remember what that was called?
Use K.
A fused KWO. Excellent. So that's a fused KWO. Excellent. Okay, now the fun part. How many of you read this paragraph before right now? Did anybody read it before right now? Nobody read it before right now? Okay.
I think I have actually.
Well, okay, so we are going to create a KWO from this paragraph. Awesome. It should be so easy peasy for you guys now that you should just be like, okay, hey, I can do this. So let's look at the first sentence. After conquering Asia Minor, Alexander headed toward Persia. So what is our important words from here? After conquering Asia Minor, Alexander headed toward Persia. How can we remember that sentence? So we know Alexander, we're gonna abbreviate that, conquered Asia Minor. We're gonna do a little headed toward Persia. Okay. Stopping at Gordium, Alexander saw a huge knot that tied an ox cart to a pole in the center of town. So could you draw a stop sign? Or something that is, an octagon?
Man, I didn't get it.
So I'm going to put in parentheses stop sign so you guys know that that's a symbol. So stopping, he saw a huge knot. And it was tied an ox cart to a pole. So if you're traveling through somewhere and you see a huge knot tying random things together, you're going to be pretty curious, I would think. Well, let's see if you do what Alexander decides to do. A town hero of old had created the knot, and the legend had it that whomever could untie the knot would be the next king of Asia. So here we know it's a legend. That's an important word. Untie king. So it became legend that whoever could untie would be king. What happens next? Alexander was determined to solve the Gordian knot. So he's determined. Soon he had the answer. He's going to take his sword and he's going to cut in two. He's going to become what? Did he solve it? Did he untie the knot? Let's see. Legend or not, Alexander did go on to conquer Persia and became Alexander the Great. Woo! He did go on to and became Alexander the Great. So it kind of seems like maybe the legend was true. Now, how easy peasy was that for you guys? Was that easy for you guys? No? Yes? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? I never want to make KWOs again in my life. Gavin's like, yes, no more KWOs. Okay, now what about if I gave you a KWO? Could you figure out or somehow create a story around it? The last thing. Okay. Oh. Think about this. Could you create a paragraph with this KWO? What do you think it means? If people lose too much blood, they what?
Die.
They die. Yes. Doctors, and think is crossed out, never thought they could replace blood in the 17th century. Or in the 17th century, doctors never thought they could replace blood. Until Dr. Richard Lower performed STAR. So that if something is STAR, like a star there being a symbol, could that be like a successful, it happened, it's good, a successful transfusion from dog to dog? This puzzled doctors. In 1901, Dr. Paul Landsteiner something called different types of blood. The different types are A, B, O, and AB. Some are compatible and some are not. If you try to transfer the uncompatible, the incompatible, you die. So once the 4 types of blood were discovered, doctors realized they could replace lost blood successfully. Bum, bum, bum.
Wait, and in 2, when you say star, dog, to dog, what is that like?
Successful. I'm going to, because I don't have time to type it out right now, but I'll finish typing this out and include it so you'll have it on the on iGrade.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
So star meaning successful.
What about dog to dog, like actual?
When they performed, performed a successful transfusion from dog to dog, blood transfusion from one dog to another.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I will type up the paragraph. I just wanted you to hear it, and I'll have that on iGrade for you guys, and then sometime tonight, okay?
Okay.
Are you guys gonna study? Because I'm just saying, your final might be in the form of a game where there may be prizes. And everyone loves prizes, right? Even if it is simply food or candy and it's not $1 million or a car. I'll contact Pat Sajak to see if we can get you the $1 million in the car. But anyway, that is class today. Thank you for listening to the craziness. And only one more class. You guys can do it. Woohoo, woohoo. Do a dance. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You've almost made it through IEW this year. Okay, you guys, any questions?
Do we have class next week?
We do have class next week.
Okay.
The last class.
The last class.
Next week. Yep, the last class will be next week. I'm so sad. But yeah, I will be seeing your faces. But if there's no other questions, I'll say goodbye and I will see you next week. Bye, you guys.
See ya.